Hi, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome and welcome back to yet again another heartfelt episode of Discovering Herself podcast. My name is Goodness. I'm your host as always. And if it does sound like I am just getting up, I am literally just waking up. I had this very confusing dream, and given there's no boundary in the love that we share for each other, I'm going to talk about dream I had. So in the dream, it felt like I and my family members had a family function, but my brothers weren't there. It was just I and my sister and my parents. And after the function ended, my dad had somewhere else to go. So I and my sister were on our way home. My mom, but we said to order an Uber to go home. Yeah, one of those days that you didn't plan to go somewhere. My dad's just like, okay, I really need to touch this place. Are you guys good? Do you need to, like, no, we're good, dad. We can get right and find our way home. And it just so happened that the Uber driver that, and please, this is no shade to anyone that is involved in this kind of business. It just so happened that the Uber driver that we got was giving me one kind of energy that I was not understanding. And one about me, I want to believe I'm quite outspoken when I'm not comfortable with something. So I think I was trying to sleep, and the guy was playing some form of music that was more like a nuisance to me. And the volume was way up, and I was like, I spoke it in Yoruba. And it's very funny because I'm not even a Yoruba girl, but although I've lived in the Yoruba city for quite a while, almost all my life now, I I was like, Shifegba me, like, as per, they want to, I don't know if that's correct, but I was like, they want to destroy my ears. That's what I plan to say, even though I feel like I murdered the Yoruba. So, and the guy picked offense. 'Cause I feel like I have been on to him because I know I can be on to people, yeah. I'm surely they're moving funny. Maybe the car's plate number is not according to what I'm seeing on the app, or he's just driving anyhow. And I feel like he was driving somehow. I was not. I remember he was not following the routes that was showing on the Uber app, and I was just like, okay, so what is your problem? So when I said that part of Shrek biting me, the man picked offense. He literally parked the car. He pulled over from the road and was about to like turn back and hit me. And I'm like, okay, now beat me. See, if you know me in real life, I'm very small. I'm quite small in size and stature, but I've always been someone that is opinionated. Is that even the right English? I'm sure someone that I stand for what I stand for, like, and until I understand why what I stand for is not good, half the time there's nothing you can do to me. So that was it, and then we shall found ourselves somewhere. I see that dream just got weirder and weirder, and I felt like God was just like, you know what, just wake up, okay, just wake up. So I just got up and I turned on my AC and I went to use the bathroom, and I'm like, you know what, it has been a minute, so let me just clear my throat and come back to this. I am literally, as I'm talking to you, I am literally scrolling through my Notion app. My Notion app. I don't know if you all know Notion app. I use Notion app for almost some of the things I do. As I try to use it, and I'm going through like my ideas to try and understand. Okay, which of these topics am I feeling like talking about? But I feel like how I'm feeling this morning, I want to just go with the spirit, go with the flow. Okay. So Q1 has ended. I'm saying Q1 because I work a 9 to 5, so mentally in my head, Q1 has ended, yeah. And little bit of life updates. Remember my previous episode? If you haven't listened to it, please, this is your sign to go listen to it. I myself cannot remember the title of that episode, but I'm pretty sure You can see it right below this one. So in my previous episode, I spoke about charging myself to take on a new job role, still in the same company, still within the same company, same office I'm working at. And I was, for what I remember, that was January. I was trying to charge us, you and I, that we should not create barriers and boundaries for ourselves, yeah? And that there was this job role that was available at my office. And I took it and I was speaking with so much, I don't know if I call it manifestation because I don't know. But I was speaking with so much confidence that I was gonna get it. So yeah, newsflash, I did get it. I started 1st of February, and right now as I'm recording this is the 4th of April 2026. It's currently 6:09, and yeah, that's just my that's just my recording time. So I've had about 2 months into this. Is this 2 months? Yeah, 2 months into this new job role, and that's just to let you know that life can be a funny thing. Yeah, that you can sit in January. I'm not saying you shouldn't have your vision board and all of that stuff planned out. You can sit in January and be like, this is where I want to go to. But most importantly, and I feel like this is the factor that most of us tend to forget, is that you gotta still have to commit those plans that you've curated. You have to still go back and commit it to God. Because if you had told me that I will not be able to post back to back on all my platforms, I will tell you the lie. But I'm happy, and as always, Jesus take the wheel. Okay, no, just as long as it's you that is steering the wheel, I'm fine. I'm fine. So another life update. Um, well, so in the course of managing both, y'all, I've had to manage being a quality assurance engineer, a software quality assurance engineer, and a marketing associate. I've had to learn a lot of things about market. And the funny thing is that deep down, I've always wanted to do something digital marketing related. So I'm honored. I'm grateful to be a part of that process. Sometimes February was a lot. February was a lot. Ah, February was actually a lot. So going back now, so there's this Access Bank marathon thing they do in Lagos, and I and my friend participated in that. I did not see it coming, but I love the fact that I touched grass. I met so many people that I hadn't seen in 10, 20 years. No, not 20 years, because I mean, I didn't see anybody that I knew when I was five. But like, let's say 10, 15 years, I saw them there. I saw people that I knew from boarding school, and they're like, senior goodness. I'm like, Nibu, yeah, who is senior goodness? I beg, I beg, I beg. But it was nice, yeah. And it was an amazing day. And I loved it. I loved it. I really loved it. My friends were so proud. And I look forward to doing more of such public activities again. I've been managing those two roles, like I said, and it has been a lot. My calendar has seen better days. My sleep life, my sleeping routine has seen much more better days because I've been running from pillar to post. Yeah, but we survived. We survived February. We survived March. I know how at the beginning of every week I'm like, God, please just this week, just give me the grace to just survive this week again. Please just help me. Like I'm not asking for too much, just help me survive this week. And he's been pushing me through, and I'm really, really grateful for that. So recently at my church we had our apostolic summit, and it was our anniversary as well. So we had our apostolic summit. So I have been going to church since Sunday. So it's like morning, afternoon, and evening session. So I gotta like come in the morning and then stay till about like 9:30 in the evening, and then get back home by like after 10 in the night, and then use 2 hours or 3 hours. So like my sleeping routine has been mm, well, I gave God all the glory. It was an amazing time, and I love that because I mean, I like being around my church. I like being in that environment. It's like a family house for me. It's like a community and like a safe spot, a safe space. So it was nice. I typically should have gone in today again for another program, but my egbon was like, "No, you have tried, okay? One sleep." I'm like, thank you so much. But that was it. And in between February and March, I've had to like have family functions, family planning. So it's been God holding me back because I don't even know how we've entered April. Yeah. And we're currently in Easter, and yesterday was Good Friday. So today is, I think I saw my calendar, Holy Saturday. And I'm like, okay, at this point, is this the right time to even record this thing? But I'm just going with my spirit this morning. So, how you doing, guys? How was your Q1? Ah, like I didn't even have the mind to even come and ask you guys. Hope you're still sticking to your goals and visions for this year because I don't even know how my life or where my life is even headed at. And you know that kind of thing, and this is me being totally vulnerable, yeah. You know that sort of thing whereby by January you try and sit down, okay, this is what I want for my life this year at this age, this is where I want to get this. And then just one small thing happens, and the fact that I got that marketing gig, I haven't like, it's like I'm waking up my laptop, I'm sleeping my laptop, like every other thing, and seriously, every other thing, social relationships, other thing, like actual myself maintenance, not like beauty maintenance, because like I got that one on check, I got that one covered, but like other things, even as a point, I think March, no, I think February, my beauty maintenance was something else because I had a birthday party late March that made me go get my hair done. But from like February ending to like that fourth week of March, my maintenance was not even maintaining. Let me just like, I mean, I could always pop a wig on and look very demure, but like I felt like, you know what? And I always tell people that, well, not people, my family members, that my bedroom states half the time the reflection of my head, like how my life is. My room was chaotic. So it's like I was, you know, when is that chaotic that you're looking for something and you're like, oh, I saw this thing in one actual pile, but I can't remember which actual pile I saw it in. That was how chaotic it was. And it was so like my mom would always be like, I'm just praying for you. Because she knew that genuinely, I did not have the time. And for the first time in my life, I know I always say this before, but like for the first time in my life, I did not have the time. My my fitness deteriorated because at some point every day I would try and get like 5K to 8K steps. Some days will go by, I won't even leave the bed because I'm going from one meeting to another. And I know you're like, okay, maybe I could use my phone and still go my work. But that's not the case because I have to have my video on my laptop. Yeah. And you cannot be moving because they'll see you moving. Yeah. So it was just, I'm just like, God, how did I even survive? But how did I even get here? I can't remember. But basically, I'm happy. I'm happy for the experience. I'm happy for the journey, for the encounter. I'm just like, no, how can I manage my time back? Because I do not like how this is not taking my entire 24 hours. And I'm beginning to feel like Joshua when he was like, sun stand still. Because sometimes 24 hours is not, and it's not like I'm even doing other things inside 24 hours. It's just work. And I am a multifaceted individual. Yeah, so I do not like the fact that, okay, my podcast is taking a step back. My content creation life is taking a step back. I think for a while I didn't even past it, but like I was having some form of identity crisis. I would unfollow everybody on my Instagram or major people on my Instagram. I'll make sure that people that follow me, I take out that following. And oh yeah, another update. I and Cloud AI will be besties because that guy has been, through the help of God, has been helping me navigate this whole thing. And I'm trying to do some revamping. I still spoke about it yesterday. I'm trying to do some revamping. So I do not want to see social media as an idol. Yeah. And as long as a creative, it's very easy to convert it to being an idol. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but like I've been trying to read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I'm currently funny how I did forget about it. I opened it yesterday. So I have this plan on the Bible app, and I said that I'm 10 days behind. I'm like, blood of Christ, blood of Jesus. So what am I talking about again? I be forgetting things. I really be forgetting things. So I I'm trying to do some revamping, and I'll be using AI, and I was trying to get like a new Instagram. Yeah, I know what I was talking about. I'm trying to read the Bible. In my course of reading the Bible, I have come to understand how quick the Israelites were able to go from, oh, yay, God just performed a miracle for us, to worshiping idols. Like at some point, when you're reading and you're like, can these people even just look in and just realize that this is not the part? Because what do you mean they just killed like over 14,000 of y'all? And the next chapter, and the Israelites started worshiping another god. I'm like, not again. And it was because of reading that Holy Spirit ministered to me that that is how we are in real life. So I should not be complaining. Because I'm like, at this point, like, can we wrap up this book of the Bible? Like, why are you guys always going back to what you just delivered from? Until God opened my eye and like made me understand that that is literally how we are. Yeah. And given that I'm a creative, it's very easy for us to lose touch or lose the essence of why we actually started becoming creatives. And if you're not yet a big like Instagram persona, if you don't yet have like 100K, that phase of you trying to get there, if you're a small creator, is hell. And just tell you, it's hell because you'll be trying everything and anything, listening to so many voices at the same time. And I'm saying this because I understand how it feels. I've been in this creative space for, we are in 2026, since about 6 years now. I started in COVID. I haven't been the most consistent, but I know I have like dabbled and dabbled in it for like 6 years. So, and I have over 100. I have I say over 100K. Amen. I have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I understand. I understand the year, and it can be such a high, can be such a chase that you wake up. The first thing you do is check your YouTube analytics to see if you've gone viral. You check your TikTok to see if that video you did had blown, and it's like I feel like you haven't listened to so many people. And I feel like I even saw one girl's TikTok this week. I think it's Wendy's World. She does really creative eye makeup, and if you know me, I love eye makeup, yeah. And she's talking about how the fact that people even use, if you want to be successful, if you want to be successful content creator, you just have to do it as a hook. Like is what people like used to bait people in, and half the time these people don't even like things they be saying are not even realistic enough. So, like they know that okay, everybody wants to be creative, everybody wants to be creative, and now it's like you have like so many voices to listen to. And although I still love to be creative, I still feel like I'm called towards the media space. It can get really annoying it can get really annoying, especially even live in an environment like Lagos, Nigeria, that I currently do live in. What is wrong with my voice? Oh yeah, I just woke up. So especially even live in this part of the world where I do live in, it can get pretty annoying because we are still yet to have actual structures. And I'm saying still yet because I believe it is going to get better in this country. We're yet to have actual structures that can support the life of a content creator. So the basic things that you even need to become a content creator in this country, you're not having it. Yeah, you're not having it. And given that half of us are having more than one job occupation, some of us have like three. Some people have like two jobs, one business on the side, or two businesses and one actual 9 to 5. So it's can get really it's very easy to get swamped into that whole space of chasing being viral. I don't have a title for this actual episode. I'm just going with whatever is placed in my spirit, and I'm just trying to, in because of having an identity online, I was trying to take it back to the things I love, and it just so happens, luckily for me, that the things I naturally love, I have seen that people have built portfolios, have built investments, have built brands on those things. I'm someone that loves photography. My mom always tell me that it's not far fetched. My dad's side of the family, they are quite creative. They're the songwriters. They are the ones that know how to, like, they're very creative. The artistic side of them, they'll listen to music. Like they have musical bands. They take pictures. My dad did own a camera that I saw, and I just took it and kept it in my room. So as an inspiration that this thing that inside of me is not of me. It was existing way before I came here. So I do love taking pictures thanks to my father's side of the family, and not just anyhow pictures, like things that I feel like people just tend to miss. And I had to, like, I didn't know how to go about it, so I prayed to God first. And it was one of the times where I was having my evening walk, trying to get my steps in, that I got all those things done, and I could hear the excitement in my voice when I was trying to plan, oh, how will I have those pages set up. I'm supposed to have like two pages, one page for my makeup and another page for my photography stuff. And I was trying to take the photography page back to, you know, those days where I think like 2016, where Instagram was really like a digital diary, and you're not really bothered with if you're in a trending sound, if you're in trending audio. Like, you just randomly post a picture of you and your friend in the canteen, and nobody will really care about it. Like, I really wish we can go back to the days when things were easy and simple. And I'm beginning to sound like all this like older generation because yeah, I'm glad we have AI, but like it's like the more we have, the more things are being thrown at us, and we have more things to ingest. I'm just tired. I'm just actually tired. And even right now, the way I'm recording this, it's not my typical recording setup. Typically, I'll be having my headphones plugged to my laptop, and I'll ensure the Wi-Fi is connected. And I have this. I use the script, so as I'm speaking to you all now, the script will be translating for me. So if I want to edit it, it's quite easier for me to edit. But I'm tired. I'm literally still in bed. All I just got is my voice memos app on my iPhone, and I began speaking. So if it's not sounding clear and clear, I am so sorry, but I am too tired to be worried about setup. Okay? Okay. Being present, being consistent, being there is more important. And speaking of being there, I had an encounter with some close friends and family. Well, they are family, but like they're not like my biological family. That really shook me. It is still shaking me, and I don't even know how to go about it. So, like each time I try, like each time I remember it, it just seems to hurt me down my spine. So I'm like, is it that I was not there, or I wasn't present, or I was like absent minded. So I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to be more present because I feel like in this space where I'm more about I have things to do, I have things to do. Some things just skip past me. I'm not quite present. So this is like, okay, points to goodness. You have to be present. You have to be there. So yeah, I guess that's that. Like the plan this morning was just to wake up and go through all the things that I learned from church this past week, and just like ingest it because I didn't have the time to do all those ingestions because like I'll be going every day. So I'm like, no, I want to try and use today to find everything and like just read it and internalize it, yeah. And I'm trying to remember if I actually named the notes app because it should be very funny. It will be very, 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 very funny. Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I think one that really stood out for me is when we had I don't know if I should call him a pastor. Is he a pastor? I don't know. But it was when we have minister Fela Jutoye, and the fact that his wife is Tara, like House of Tara. I'm like, okay, okay. Our makeup queen. Okay, she's one of like the earliest people that did makeup in Nigeria. And I remember those days where everybody wanted to go and learn makeup from House of Tara. It was very, very nice. So I really enjoyed his ministration. I feel like I could connect to it more because he had slides and I'm a visual learner. So the fact that I could see, I could read and everything really made it easier for me to work with. So he spoke about values. I don't really know the title of what he spoke about, but I'm just gonna share it with you, should in case anybody wants to understand. And so he started with um the meaning of apostle, and an apostle is someone that is sent, yeah. And if you're sent, your power is not in you, your power is more like in the person that is sending you. So imagine this, um a kid comes in, let's say you're like an auntie in the house, or like your cousin. Sorry, my app just stopped recording for some very weird reasons. And as I was saying, it's in the power of who sent him and not the sent. Yeah. So you have to understand, okay, who sent you and where are you going to? And speaking of who sent you, it was there talking about how can you that be the sheep of God or the shepherd of God, and how most of us we like to, and God knowing that God would never leave us. Yeah. So we like to keep God as spare tire. Like we like to just start the journey and God not forsaking us and God not leaving us. We have no other choice than to actually follow us. So half the time we have to encounter battles and problems ourselves head on before we can now pray and be like, oh God, please help me. And then God will have come from behind to assist us. But if we let God lead us and let God be the shepherd, half the time we won't see all those problems because God is the one leading us, and He has to already have, and He already has moved all those problems and mountains before we get to encounter them. And that made sense to me because I know I could be in that space, in that, like, in that bubble, because I'm like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And half the time, I don't try to sit, calm down, and hear if God is saying, oh, goodness, go there, do this. And I'm like, no, I'll just do it and I'll go with the flow. And when I get there and then there's casala, there's problem, I'm like, hey, God, please come and help me, come and help me. And then God being very merciful will now come and help me. But I will not say have common sense to like, okay, God, you know what should we do from then? I'll continue to lead in Him. And what really stood out for me is the word manifested, and it was coined from the, not coined sha, but it was taken from book of John. Yeah, like I think First John 3:8. I haven't read anything here, so I'm just going through what I read. Actually, I think it's Romans 8 verse 19, manifestation. Yeah, one of those two. So, in a nutshell, it's talking about how it was talking about how Christ's values on earth manifested. Yeah, and manifesting that he owned himself, like he knew who he was, and he showed people on earth who he was, that is the Son of God. And he now quoted the scripture where it says, I can't really remember the literal thing, but like I think Romans 8:19, where it says that the earth is in uttermost expectation of the manifestations of sons of God. Like basically, the earth knows that they are sons of God on earth, and it's eager for, like, it's expecting them to show up, to like to turn up. Like, you understand? But the sons of God are supposed to turn up are not manifesting. They have no power. They have no effect. They have no aura. They have no authority. And he was like, okay, where you live currently right now, if you relocate, would anybody feel it? Like, would they know, okay, somebody has left this place? Would they feel your absence? Would they feel your impact? Would they feel your presence? And he said that manifestation is the presence of impact. So like, and that made me sit and ask myself, okay, truly, truly, if I live where I am, who will know that I've left? And even if they might know, is it for good or is it for bad? And then instead talking about, okay, how can we then manifest? And then it made me realize that God has given us everything we need to manifest. And a very good Bible story I like to use to remember this is the beggar at the blind beggar at the beautiful gates. Yeah. When Peter and I don't really remember the actual main characters, but I know it was Peter. Is it Peter and James or Peter and John? One of them, when they were going to the temple and they had to pass through the beautiful gate, and then there was this blind beggar that asking for alms. And Peter was like, silver good I have none, but in the name of Jesus, stand up and walk. And the man got up and walked. And then my pastor made us realize that Jesus also worshiped in that temple for 33 years of his life. There's no way he would have seen that beggar, because it was stated in the Bible that that man was there every single day. That was his bus stop, that was his office. So why is it that Jesus did not heal him? It's not like he could not heal him, but that was not his own purpose. Yeah, that was Peter and the other person's assignment to do. So if they did not even manifest, if they did not even like show what they had inside of them, that man was sleeping there till that kingdom came. I don't know if you get me. Like, so it was not making us realize that there are things that we encounter every day. Some people that you have encountered that you were supposed to manifest or show what you carry inside of you, but you just skedaddled past them. You just walked past. I'm like, God help me, God help me. So imagine how many of us have bypassed our blind beggar at the beautiful gate. And I'm not saying that you should be going about meddling everybody's business, but you have to be led. Do you get? And I will hear that every problem that God permitted is because the solution is within us, His children, to manifest and solve them. So if Bible says that the earth expects us to show up, but we were not showing up, that's why there's problem everywhere. It's casala. Yeah. And then it took us through this value creation process of, okay, there's a problem, and with the problem, there has to be a solution. And when a solution is created, value is now being formed. And what now comes after value, when there's value being established, wealth is now created. And when it's excess wealth or stable wealth, it leads to prosperity. So whatever problem you see is like three more chains before you get to prosperity. So if you encounter a problem, don't just be comfortable with just saying, okay, that's a problem. Inside that problem is a possibility of creating prosperity. Mm, I know I ate you that one. And I was like, but half the time I just was just seeing my laptop and be seeing my KPI and not seeing anything else. And what then happens when you have more of problems with no solution, no value, no wealth. It leads to poverty. Problem and poverty are twins until you initiate and invite solutions, value, and wealth. So that's what I took out from that. That I should be able to accept responsibility and not say, okay, it's not my problem, it's not me that caused the issue, so it's not concern me. I should accept responsibility and I should be able to show commitment. I should show commitment, I should be able to believe that I can be I have all that it takes to solve that problem because the same spirit that was in Jesus Christ literally lives in me, so there's nothing I cannot do. And then once you've had all of that, once you've taken responsibility, you've believed, you've committed, ensure that you deliver. Don't be like the sons of Ephraim that when it got to the day of battle, they turned back. When it's time for you to deliver, you deliver. Okay? So that's what I got. And I really like that that really challenged me. And even the MySpace, where I feel like MySpace is as the media space, I just want to make the world a better place for my own corner. And if it's gonna be through my podcast, I don't mind. And I know you'll be listening. Sometimes I'm going through the analysis. I'm like, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. They're listening to me in North Korea. I don't think North Korea. Oh my God, come on. There's nobody there that we know of. But like, I'm like, oh my God, some people are listening to me in South Africa. Some are listening to me in Japan. I'm like, oh my days. What are you listening to? Well, I really hope I made it feel a bit better. And there was no actual title. I think I just have to find a title for this because I don't know what to name this now. But I really love this. I like the fact that it's giving me some form of clarity. I am going back to bed because it's like 6:41 now. So I'm going back to bed. Today my mantra is today I don't feel like doing anything. Oh, I gotta do laundry. Oh my God. I gotta do laundry. And this is your first time joining us. My name is Goodness. I'm just a girl, and I have come to understand that I know how to. Well, I didn't know that. People have told me that I'm quite observant, and when I speak, people tend to listen to me. So I'm like, well, how about I make this a podcast thingy? Because I like to yap. I don't know if you realize I like to yap. I have so many thoughts in my head that I like to just put out there, and my journal doesn't have enough pages to occupy all my thoughts. That's just the thing. So I'm just a girl. I'm in my 20s, still figuring out life, that is still trying to discover herself in God. And if you're also in the same space, whether you're a girl, whether you're a guy, you are welcome. And please don't forget to leave a review. This makes the podcast get to other people that really, really, really benefit from this. So give us a review on wherever you're listening from: Apple, Spotify, YouTube. And I will see you guys in the next episode. And I hope it's not going to be next 2 months because we can't keep living like this. All right, my love. See you today. Ciao.